Yo, welcome to the realm of comics where we talk everything that is comics, graphic novels, and manga. Yes, we are starting the year fresh, 2023. So many great things that I want to make it through this year. So I thought I would open up this year by doing a January reading plans. I know that I did not do a wrap up for November or December. I don't think that I'm going to wrap that stuff up. I think I'm going to leave last year where last year is. You will be getting, of course, a best of and worst of list from me in terms of graphic novels, manga, and comics. But I think we're just going to keep trucking forward. And I think what I'm going to end up having to do is do a mid-month and a final wrap up on the channel because I do read so many of these things throughout the month. So we're going to go ahead and dive in to things that I am looking forward to reading. There's a lot more than what I'm going to show you because there's some stuff that I'm reading for something else that I can't discuss with you just yet. So there's that. So this list is actually a little bit lighter than what I anticipated. The first thing that I have here are some single issues that I need to finish. I actually did read Fantastic Four issue 2. Not sure why that one's necessarily in there, but I still need to read Earth Divers. I have like specs in here. There's something else that was attached to that one. I believe, oh no, I don't even know if I read Punchline issue number 2 yet. I'm bugging y'all. Batman, I know I haven't read that. Batman and the Deadly Joker, the Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, issue number 2. I saw Milestone in History, Tiger Division, Sweetie issue number 2, which I liked issue number 1. Nubia and the Justice League. I read Sweetie issue number 1. I have Sweetie issue number 3, which I haven't read yet. Monica Rambeau, Photon. Excited for that. Specs issue number 2. Danger Street issue number 1. And then that's it. So those are some of the single issues that I need to make it through. I do think I have like maybe 4 or 5 more, maybe not even that much, probably 3 or 4 more, but they're somewhere around here, but not in my immediate crafts. So there's that. So I'm going to be doing a 5x5x5, which the reason why I was thinking of a 5x5x5 is because I was thinking a 2x2x2. Like I think IHOP does a 2x2x2. Weird, I know. Whatever. So the idea is to read 5 manga, 5 comics, 5 graphic novels, and so I'm going to go through and work through that list so y'all know what I'm talking about, which I'm hoping that it's making some lick of sense. Okay, y'all, so we're going to start with the manga, which I do have some of it here. I do want to get to Nana Volume 8. I know I keep talking about making it through Nana, and of course, naturally, what else do I have on this list? Food Wars Volume 19. I know I keep talking about these two, and I met my mark with Food Wars. I think I read 5 volumes of Food Wars last year, but I did not meet my mark with Nana because I didn't read any Nana last year. So the goal was to read at least 5 volumes of each a year going forward until I finish the series, because saying that I'm going to finish the series in an entire year is kind of unrealistic because I mood read so much, but those are on the list. I also have something Wrong With Us volume number 3. I have volume number 2. I'm currently reading that one. So I just went ahead and said that I would put volume number 3 on this. I'm really enjoying the series so much that I went and checked out volumes 2 through 9 from my library. So I need to get on that so that I can return those so someone else can read them. I also want to read Blood on the Tracks volume 12. That one came out at the end of December and I'm dying to get my hands on it, so I need to order my copy so I can get to it. I am also looking forward to picking up Drops of God volume 4. This is like a 30+ volume manga that is not in print, so you can only read it digitally. Y'all, it is dense and they're thick volumes because they're actually 2-in-1s, and it's a lot, but it's such an interesting series, and I never thought that I'd be so intrigued by a manga that talks about wine. But I think kind of like the side conflicts that happen really make the story interesting and dynamic, and I do want to continue on with the series this year because I did not pick a single volume of Drops of God up last year, and that's just unacceptable. The next ones that we're going to talk about are the graphic novels that I have. So I have a couple that are checked out from my library, which I'm not going to go into deep explanation about the books, but the first one that I have is Pixels of You, which I've been seeing around, but I don't know what's taken me so long to get to it, but I definitely want to read that. I also have Himawari House checked out, which is one that I had attempted to read physically, but waited too long to actually pick it up, and then I had to return it to the library because there were so many holds on it, and I didn't want to continue to hold up the process of someone else being able to check it out. I also have Wing Bearer on here. This was another one that I had checked out physically at one point, which is a middle grade graphic novel, and I had been meaning to pick it up, and I had it checked out, and I just wasn't reading it, and once again I needed to return it, so I returned it, and then I finally just checked out the digital copy. So hopefully that one will get read sometime this month because I have a limited time digitally as well. And the last two that I have on my list are ones that I physically own, and I want to read Check Please. This is one that I've already read before, but I want to reread it because I have Check Please Volume 2 on my shelf, and I still haven't read it. And it's completely unacceptable because these are really quick reads. I did enjoy Check Please when I read it the first time. I ended up giving it 4 stars, so hopefully that will hold up when I reread it. And then the last one that I want to pick up is Diana and Nubia, Princesses of the Amazons. I read the first one, which was just about Diana, and this was Shannon Hale and Dean Hale, which I was excited and loved the first one. So when I saw that we were getting a younger version of Diana and Nubia, y'all, my heart soared because I am so excited for this. I'm so excited to see Diana and Nubia interact more, and we're seeing that in adult comics, we're seeing that in teen comics, we're seeing that in children and middle grade comics, and so I'm definitely looking forward to picking this one up. Now there are a couple of trade comics that I wanted to pick up as well, and these are all trades that I own. My copy, the first one that I wanted to read is Joker, of course, by James Tynion. Now I don't have my physical copy because for some reason I left it at work, which I left it in my laptop pack. That's what happened. But I do want to read that. You know, I've read a good portion of that through single issue, but I want to read it as a trade so I can read Volume 2 as a trade. Volume 3 should be coming out soon. There is a spin-off to this that's not written by James Tynion that I was debating back and forth of whether I wanted to pick this one up as issue by issue, but I decided to just go ahead and wait for the 3rd trade of Joker to come out, and then I would wait for the trade of that series to come out instead of trying to collect those trades, and collect those issues, and I hadn't even finished the James Tynion run of Joker. Next, I have Nuclear Family as a trade. I have read 2 issues of Nuclear Family, so I want to read it as a trade. I bought this for myself a while ago and still haven't read it, so I need to pick that up, even though I've read a portion of it. The same thing goes with Wonder Woman Afterworlds. I've read a couple of these as trades, but this is the entire, how many issues are in this one? This is 770 to 779, and this is the run that was done by Becky Cloonan. This follows the events right after Future State, if I'm not mistaken, and I did like the first couple of issues that I read as single issues, so once again I just want to read this one as a trade. I also decided to pick up Aquaman The Becoming by Brandon Thomas. This is another one where I've read some of the trades, particularly Future State Aquaman issues 1 and 2. I think I may have, yes, and I read The Becoming, the first issue of this one as a single issue. That made absolutely no sense. Either way, this includes The Becoming issues number 1 through 6 and Future State Aquaman issues 1 and 2. I've read Future State Aquaman issues 1 and 2, and I've read the first issue of this. I think this was a limited series. So once again, just another one that I want to read as a trade. I don't know why I couldn't get that out and why that was so tongue-tied. Okay, and the last one is also a reread. This is Chew Volume 2. I was supposed to finish up getting to the end of my read of, or partially reread and read of Chew, because Tony's sister has a spin-off series that I don't want to pick up until I finish this main series, but I only picked up volume number 1 last year, so we're starting off where I kind of fell off last year. That's the point of this whole reading plans, is that I am committing to no longer falling off the bandwagon. Yeah, something like that, I guess. All right, y'all, so that's it. Those are my January reading plans. Let me know in the comments below if there are any graphic novels, comics, or manga that you plan on reading in January. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so excited to be having this channel like this year. I know I started it late last year, but it's exciting to start the new year with this channel. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and if you're interested in following me on social media, all the links and that information will be down in the description box below, and I'll be back with another video soon.